foster mother of Dakota Levi Stevens, isn't yet in custody, but she is charged in his death, accused of asphyxiating him while restraining him. Home security videos show Porter County deputies on approach to make an arrest neighbors have been anticipating for nearly 3 months.
It's sad for what she did and how long it's taken.
Deputies had planned to take into custody the foster mother of 10-year-old Dakota Levi Stevens. Died in April under circumstances that weren't clear at the time, but prosecutors now say his foster mother, Jennifer Wilson, killed him when she lay on top of him in their yard for more than 8 minutes, cutting off the oxygen to his brain. Wilson is now charged with reckless homicide.
You know, my daughter seen it happen. My daughter walked by while that little boy was laying on the ground dying. So we were hoping for some justice today, and it didn't happen.
Court records show Wilson told deputies during an interview that Dakota was acting out. He'd run away to a neighbor's house, accusing his foster parents of hitting him, and he refused to get out of the car when Wilson brought him home. She restrained him on the ground with her body. In those records, a description of what happened over the course of 5 doorbell videos that captured the incident. The first 2, deputies say, show Dakota screaming underneath Wilson's weight, her body positioned near his head and neck. In the next 3 videos, he doesn't move. The documents say Wilson asked Dakota if he was ready to get up, and "Are you faking?" Realizing something was wrong, she asked one of her other children to call 911. And can be heard saying, "I was laying on him and he was acting bad."
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hitting y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely stupendous. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers to the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Indiana by way of Liberty Township. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Indiana. Everybody inside the great city of Liberty Township. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, as you all may know, today is what? Yes, Freaky Friday. And this story has freak written all over it. Now, look, Freaky Friday don't always entail sex. It also doesn't entail murder. But one thing about Freaky Friday, the stories always be strange and deranged. As in the case of this story right here, where we have a foster mom who decided to punish her son, or her foster child, in the worst way. In a way that Jennifer Lee Wilson decided to punish her foster child should show everybody that some people do not deserve foster children. Now, you would think if a child is allegedly acting up, which I do not believe this child was acting up, and the child goes by the name of Dakota Stevens, 10 years old, stay on this earth 10 years, only to be taken out by his big ass foster mom. It's going to be one of those type of videos. So if you want to hear ass and helpful, turn the video right now, because I don't need nobody coming in my comment section talking about, Trey, you fat shaming. You should already know by the damn title that there's going to be a lot of fat shaming going on. Because guess why? Some of these folks need to be ashamed. It don't matter if you're big or small. But in this case, this woman is big and not small. But at the same time, you would think that a woman that's 48 years old would know better than to resort to this type of madness. The story goes, Dakota Stevens was staying with Jennifer Lee Wilson and her husband, but they never stated one time that the husband was abusing Dakota Stevens. It only basically stated that Jennifer Lee Wilson was abusing him, as you all see, because, hell, who ended up killing him? Jennifer Lee Wilson, big ass. And after being abused inside his foster home that he shared with Jennifer Lee Wilson and her husband, Dakota Stevens decided he had enough and went next door.
He'd run away to a neighbor's house, accusing his foster parents of hitting him.
And now think about this one moment, family, before I dive deep into the story. The little boy tried to go get help. He tried to escape this abusive killer whale. But guess what, though? To no avail, it did not work out. But at the same time, the little boy was pleading. The little boy actually went next door and asked the neighbor, yes, a woman neighbor, to adopt him. And upon him telling her that, he told the woman the reason why. And the reason was because he said his foster parents was hitting him in the face.
He'd run away to a neighbor's house, accusing his foster parents of hitting him.
But the neighbor stated to police and also to the news that she did not see any visible injuries, so she did not do a damn thing about it. But at the same time, let me ask you all this, family. If a child come to you, no matter if it's that person's biological child or a foster child, if a child come to you and say they are being abused, what will you do? What would you do? Would you not want to contact the parents, whether it's the foster parents or the biological parents? Or if that don't work, guess what? You may want to go to the Department of Children and Family Service or to the police themselves. But the last thing you do is not do nothing. So the story goes, while Dakota Stevens was at the neighbor house pleading for help and asking the lady to adopt him, that's when Jennifer Lee Wilson popped her big ass up and decided to take him back to the home. Now, upon getting back to the home, that's when things took a bad turn.
And he refused to get out of the car when Wilson brought him home. She restrained him on the ground with her body.
And Dakota Stevens did not want to get out the damn car. And I do not blame him, because why in the hell I want to go back into this hellhole when I'm trying to escape this damn hellhole? But at the same time, Jennifer Lee Wilson want us to believe that this 10-year-old boy was acting bad. But she never stated one time how the child was acting bad. You get what I'm saying? Now, if a child is acting bad, usually you would give some kind of explanation. But at the same time, it don't matter how bad a damn child is acting. The last thing a person gonna do in their right mind, no matter if they're 120 pounds, is do what? Lay on the damn child. Now, you would think that a person that is 340, maybe 380 damn pounds, they should know better than sitting on any damn body. And I'm sure I'm talking to some big people out there right now. Look here, you all got husbands and wives. If y'all weigh a certain amount, guess what you don't do? You do not get on top when you get intimate. Am I right or wrong? I know damn well I'm right. You get what I'm saying? So, if you're a certain weight, you know damn well not to climb your ass on top of no damn adult, whether you're trying to have sex or not. So, therefore, if you're big, you know damn well not to get your big ass on no child. Let's just be for real. How else can you say it? So, Jennifer Lee Wilson decided to yank Dakota Stevens outside of the car, and that's when she proceeded, yes, to put all her 340 plus, maybe 380 pounds on Dakota Stevens. And you can imagine the screams that were coming out of that little 10-year-old boy's mouth.
Description of what happened over the course of 5 doorbell videos that captured the incident. The first 2, deputies say, show Dakota screaming underneath Wilson's weight, her body positioned near his head and neck.
The neighbors even heard it. Now, you mean to tell me in this nice lit neighborhood, could no neighbor run over there and push her big ass off the child? You mean to tell me in this nice lit neighborhood, could nobody walk over there and drop kick her in the back of the head? Now look here, I'm not telling nobody to hurt no damn body. That's innocent. And the key word is what? Innocent. But at the same time, if you happen to look at your Ring doorbell camera, or if you're hearing a child scream outside, or if you happen to see it firsthand standing outside, you would think that somebody would have did what? Intervene. Did nobody do a damn thing? Even one of the neighbor's daughter walked by, as you all will hear right now.
You know, my daughter seen it happen. My daughter walked by while that little boy was laying on the ground dying.
And to that little girl that walked by, and I know you're going to do so much because you're probably only about 80 pounds your damn self. I mean, you should have brung a bar of chocolate and just threw her beside Jennifer Wilson. Maybe she would have got her big ass up. So the story goes, after being on top of Dakota Stevens for roughly 7 to 8 minutes, that's when Dakota Stevens started turning pale. His eyes started getting blurry. Guess what? He passed the hell out, just like I would have. Because I'm every bit of 230 pounds, but I guarantee you, if somebody 340 pounds or 380 pounds sit on top of me, guess what? I'm be ready to go to the upper room my damn self. So I can only imagine what a little small 10-year-old boy that only weighed probably like 60 pounds may be going through. But at the same time, this woman, Jennifer Lee Wilson, had the nerve to ask the 10-year-old boy.
The documents say Wilson asked Dakota if he was ready to get up, and are you faking?
Are you okay? Are you woke? And the boy was not even moving. And you know how we know that? Because the Ring doorbell camera captured every damn thing. Got the whole damn video. So while she's talking to this boy, he's already passed the hell out. You feel me? Just like anybody else will. So, lo and behold, she tell one of her other children, I don't know if it's her foster child or a biological child, to call the ambulance. And that's when the ambulance came and he was unresponsive. And they say poor Dakota Stevens died roughly 2 days later. And think about this. The little boy was fighting for his life. He was trying to get away from these people. But guess what? Didn't nobody help him. And that's a damn shame right there. And I'm sure that lady that Dakota Stevens went to, that neighbor that he asked to adopt him, and told her that his foster parents were hitting him in the face after she realized Dakota Stevens had got killed. I am sure that same woman wished that she would have went down to the Department of Children and Family Services and tried to adopt this 10-year-old boy, because the little boy was trying to get away. But anyway, big ass Jennifer Lee Wilson was charged with reckless homicide.
We learned today Jennifer Wilson is wanted for 1 count of reckless homicide.
And let me ask you this, family, unless the laws is different in damn Indiana, how in the hell can a woman 340 pounds, that's a damn loaded weapon right there. How in the hell can a big old cow be charged with reckless homicide after you decided up here and sat on a damn child, basically crushed the child to death? So how can you be charged with reckless homicide? And worse than that, they say she's only facing up to 6 damn years in prison. That's a damn shame. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, 340-pound Indiana woman arrested after sitting on 10-year-old foster son who died 2 days later. And that's a damn shame right there. Look at Dakota right there. Full of life. Dakota deserved better. You get what I'm saying? Now look here. When I do these stories, which I rarely do these stories anymore like I used to when I first started out on YouTube, because it's kind of hard to do the children's story. But at the same time, look here. My heart goes out to any child. It don't matter what color the child is. And that's for any adult. But more so, the children. You get me? Because they are totally innocent. And to drive my point home further, think about this, family. What if you came from a broken home and your parents weren't there for you, other family members weren't there for you, and you wind up in this foster home with Jennifer Lee Wilson being your foster mom, and she's in there abusing you like that, and then she had a nerve want to try to tell the people that you're the one acting bad, when clearly you are trying to get the hell away from her. Now think about this. Now what if to no avail, nothing happens, and then you cannot leave this person, and guess what? And this person end up killing you. So let me ask you this, family. What you think was going through this 10-year-old boy's mind during those final moments in his life before he passed out and went unconscious? Think about that, and also think about the terror that's in his eyes. Because guess what? He did everything in his power to try to lead his big-ass heifer. The story says a 340-pound Indiana woman was charged with reckless homicide this week after allegedly suffocating her 10-year-old foster son when she sat on him for several minutes. That's not allegedly. They have her on video. She actually did this. And what they say, suffocated, that wasn't no damn suffocation. That's what you call being what? It's starting to see. Crushed. And the reason why I said crushed and not suffocated, look at this picture right here. Look how big Jennifer Lee Wilson is compared to Dakota. That's like a damn killer whale sitting on top of a damn chihuahua. And now to the star of the hour, Jennifer Lee Wilson, 48 years old, looking at her big. Trey, I don't give a damn about no foster child. You and your subscribers and members can say whatever the hell y'all want to. 6 days in the face, allegedly killed her younger foster son, Dakota Lee Stevens, back in April after he attempted to escape to a neighbor's house, according to court documents. That boy did not attempt to escape to no damn neighbor house. He went to the neighbor's house asking for help. How the hell y'all gonna sit here and say he tried to escape to the damn neighbor's house? No.
He'd run away to a neighbor's house, accusing his foster parents of hitting him.
Because what the news should have said instead of escape, they should have said he fled. He fled to the neighbor home trying to escape this damn big ass cow. That's what you all should have said. I mean, damn, inmates and prisoners escape out of jail. A 10-year-old boy is trying to flee. He's trying to get away from this woman because guess what? He knew his life was in danger. And now, think about this, family. It's strange that a 10-year-old boy knew that his life was in danger, but all these damn adults in this damn neighborhood, did nobody know his life was in danger? You mean to tell me that a 10-year-old boy coming to you asking for help, and you don't even follow through, you don't even check on the child, and moments later, he's outside in the front yard with her big ass laid on top of him? I mean, one could think that maybe that little boy was telling the truth and he was being abused. And now let's go and close up because somebody got mad at that. And in closing, the story says Jennifer Lee Wilson is accused of sitting on the boy outside of her home, and what she said was a bid to stop him from acting up, as you all see. Now, ma'am, big girl, how in the hell can you say this 10-year-old boy was acting up when your big ass is the one sitting outside on him in the front damn yard? Now, think about that. Is that normal for a foster mom or any mom to do that to a child? And let me ask you this, family, today, and be honest with yourself and also with me and people in the comment section. If, and I know it's going to hurt some people because you got to think about what you're getting yourself into now, a heavyweight. You get me? It's not like these little ass people. Now, if you see a big ass person, whether a man or a woman, but we talking about a woman. If you see a big ass woman sitting on top of a little boy or a girl, and that little boy and girl is pleading for help and screaming out in agony and pain, what would you do? Would you just sit there and record, or would you try to go push that big bull off that child? Me, personally, I'm going to go inside and put on my old high school football uniform and try to tackle that big heifer. I mean, I know everybody ain't going to get in there like that, but sometimes you got to get in there when you can. So what I'm trying to say today is this right here. Sometimes you got to get involved even when you don't want to get involved, because you already know what things may lead to. Because look what it led to. It led to this little boy basically getting damn crushed outside in front of everybody. And this part really going to make you mad right here. It says, and we're going to close on this note right here, the doorbell camera footage showed Jennifer Lee Wilson on top of the boy. Even when he started moving, she still laid on top of the boy for roughly 8 minutes straight. Now, you let me know if that's right there is disciplining a child. You let me know what you think about this, because it's a damn shame that even after the boy stopped moving, even after he turned pale and his eyes blurry, and it's all on footage, he stopped moving and you still laying your big ass on him. You didn't even think to get off this child. But at the same time, let me ask you this, Jennifer Lee Wilson, your other children that you have. I don't know how many you have. The story don't say how many you have. Now, children is going to act up just like any other child did, just like we did when we was young. Now, when those other children act up, Do you get your big ass on them and lay on top of them? Hell no. And you know how we know that? Because guess what? It'll be more than one child dead with your big ass laying on top of them. So it's quite clear that you know other ways and avenues of disciplining a child instead of laying your big ass on top of them. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, have a great weekend, and thank you all for tuning in once again to the Trey King Show, and I will see y'all soon. And you all take care. And guess what? I'm out.